Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to rename an improper fraction as a mixed number. But this time I'm going to show you how to do it first, and then I'm going to show you with the steps. I'm going to start with an improper fraction such as 11 over 3. This is an improper fraction because the numerator is greater than the denominator. This is also known as a fraction greater than 1, and you're going to see how great it really is right now. So like I said, I'm going to show you first, and then we're going to go over the steps. So here's what I'll do. Okay, that's basically all I did to rename this improper fraction as a mixed number. They are the same exact value. So now I'm going to do it while explaining the steps. So I'm going to start with my improper fraction, 11 over 3. Step number 1, divide the numerator, the top number, by the denominator, the bottom number. So I rewrote this as a division problem like this. 11 divided by 3. Step number 1. Step number 2, the quotient will become the whole number of my mixed number. So let's go over the pieces of a division equation. This is called the dividend, this is the divisor, and the answer is called the quotient. So the quotient will be the whole number for my mixed number. 3 can go into 11 3 times, so if I multiply 3 times 3, that's 9. I subtract, and I'm left with remainder 2. Step number 3 says that the remainder will become the numerator for my mixed number. That means this 2 right here is going to become the numerator for my mixed number. So I'm going to bring it to the top, and I'm going to write 2. And step 4 is super easy. It says keep the denominator the same. So when I started out, my denominator was 3. So I'm just going to write 3 as my denominator because I don't want to change the value of these fractions. All I'm doing is renaming it. So that means that 11 over 3 is equal to 3 and 2 over 3 because they're the exact same value. Let's try another one. Let's do something like 55 divided by 4. Step number 1, divide the numerator by the denominator. Divide the numerator, 55, by the denominator, 4. Step number 2, the quotient, my answer of this division equation, will be my whole number for my mixed number. So I'm going to have to divide one digit at a time because right now I'm going to pretend like I don't know my multiplication facts for 4 after 12. 4 times 12 is 48. That's as far as I know. That's okay. That's how we use other 4th grade skills. 4 can go into 5 one time. I'm going to subtract. My remainder is 1. Now remember, step 3 is the remainder will become the numerator, but I'm not done dividing, so I need to keep going. So I'm going to bring this 5 down. Now my remainder is 15 now. But I can't leave that because I know that 4 can divide into 15. So 4 times 3 is equal to 12. That's as close as I can get. And then I'm going to have a remainder of 3. Step number 3 says that the remainder will become the numerator for my mixed number. So I'm going to bring it to the top, and I'm going to write a little 3. Now that's my numerator now. And step number 4 is keep the denominator the same as when I started. So if my denominator was 4, I'm not going to change it. I'm going to leave it as 4. Now let's do something. Let me show you with a model so that you can understand what's going on here. Let's do a small number so that I can draw it really fast. 5 over 3. So I want to rename this improper fraction as a mixed number. Right now, this is an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Okay? So I'm going to follow the steps. Divide the numerator by the denominator. And then let's go on to step number 2. The quotient will become the whole number. So 3 can fit into 5 only one time because 3 times 2 is 6. So I have to use 1. 3 times 1 is 3. I subtract. I have a remainder of 2. This 2 is going to become the numerator for my mixed number. So I'm going to bring it to the top. Now we have 2. And step number 4, keep the denominator from the beginning the same. So I'm just going to write 3 because I started with the denominator 3. Now let me show you what this looks like as a model. If I have, let's say, 1 whole, what would it take, according to this denominator, to have a whole? It would be 3, right? 3 out of 3 would be 1 whole. But I have more than 1 whole because I have 2 extra pieces. Now to draw these 2 pieces, I would have to draw another whole. It kind of looks the same. And remember, these are all 1/3 pieces though. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3. If I were to decompose 5/3, wouldn't it look something like this? 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3. That's this one, plus 1/3 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is equal to 5/3. So this model can show 5/3, and it can show 1 whole. Here's my 1 whole. It's completely full. And 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. This one's it's going to be empty. So 5/3, and 1 2/3 are the same value. They just have a different name. They've been renamed. I hope this makes sense. Ding!